back, guys, to another YouTube video. Some of my friends were asking me like, what is the new update that just came out? Master Mode 7 just came out. If we go to the dungeon, which is over here, we go to the dungeon and we basically go in here. You can see that if we go into more, which is the gatekeeper, we go into Master Mode 7 is being released, and basically, yeah, it's a really cool thing. It's added I think it's added a few new things, and I'll show you what those things are. I believe it's added new variants of armor. The first thing it did add was this thing right here. It added a sword called the Dark Orb. This thing is like the dark. I think it's Seymour, something like that. But basically, if we search up dark, you can see in the sword, the Dark Claymore, which is the sword, is basically like a second giant sword. I haven't used it yet, but this sword, by just looking at it and then looking at my giant sword, you can see that that sword with the proper enchants and stuff, it could be way better than the giant sword. Yes, it's completely more expensive, but for like endgame players, I haven't tried it out yet because I only have 270 mil, but I'm gonna try to make some more so I can buy this and show you. But the thing is this is a special weapon because this is the first weapon, and of course it's showing you what it will be in dungeon. And this sword has a swinging range of 5 blocks. So basically, like, it's insane how like good this sword is. I don't if you're using texture packs and you want to know if it has the texture, I don't know yet. Maybe it does. But like this sword is like so, yeah. I don't know if you could put reforges on it, and it is bare, like the bare sword is about 400 mil, and then of course it's gonna take you about 500 to 600 mil to max one out, but it is the best sword for damage by looking at it because of I've seen a few stats of like this one right here, which is a billion coins. That's completely maxed, and I mean that's even way better than my giant sword. I mean, you could see that my giant sword is only 330. That's 550, and then the strength, and of course the crit damage. That's what really matters here. Is that it has 100%, and in dungeons it's 309%. Bonus attack speed of 20%, and then ferocity has like yeah. That's just a really good sword because it has more. Yeah. Is the sword is very good. The only thing it might not be too good for is Enderman Slayer. So watch out for that. I do believe Master Mode Floor 7 has you can get a Necron handle without getting S+. Necron Floor 7's boss is a king wither, and basically it has 100 billion health, and yeah. This is kind of for late game players, not like early or like other game. But yeah, I mean it is pretty crazy. I mean, the boss, and of course they're also introducing new armors on the alpha server, which if you want to look at, you can look at yourself. They're really cool, and they're coming with another update. So that means another update is going to come really soon, and I'm really excited for the armor because I tried one set, and it's really good armor, like the Necron set. It's like, I'm not going to spoil anything there, but if you want to check it out, you can go over to the Ultra server. And then, yeah, that was the only thing in the update. I mean, Master Mode for 7 and a new, really overpowered sword, which is what we all hope for, a new overpowered Hyperion. But, I mean, that's not what we got. We all know that. But we got a pretty good, I kind of like the sword. I like the sword, but, yeah. if you have any questions about the sword, I can't buy it right now, but I'm gonna buy it and then I'll test it out. The sword is like, it's a really good sword. Like, I mean, if we go to the auction house, you can see the stats compared to even everything. But it's a really good sword. Overpowered, definitely. I think the price is gonna cool down. I mean, that's a hefty price for a sword. I mean, hopefully, and barely anyone's getting it. I think most people are just keeping theirs. So, but I'm gonna buy one and I'm gonna fully enchant it. So we'll see how good it really is. But let's look at this. The base stats. I don't know if they're better than the giant sword, but I know you can add like more ferocity and everything to that. Because I mean, these are getting better. Then I don't even. All right, so let's look at it compared to the giant sword. There is that. Those are that stats, and then let's go to the giant. This is used to be the most damaging sword in the it used to be the most damaging sword in the game. I think the other one does more damage now, but we can check it out. We're gonna go to a complete base one, and they're barely any money now. Look at it. Their base is that. There's no strength base, making it like, so the giant sword has now become completely useless, as you can see. The Dark Seymour is now the only thing that people should be using in the giant sword. Because of the swing range, it's so much easier to do Zombie Slayer. I've seen many videos that it's been. So if you're having trouble with Zombie Slayer and you have, a free 400 mil, you should buy that sword because it's so much better. Sell the giant sword. Yeah, I like it a lot better. Even it's compared to all the swords. I mean, it's like insanely good, and I'd say it's really good. Well, that's our well, so yeah. I'll see you and outro.